shift generationally from be thankful to have a job. You can retire from this company if you toe the company line and fall in suit and salute and show up on time and clock in, clock out. It's a different era from many of the previous generations. And again, those are big statements. I don't think there's a whole generation who functioned that way, but
not at all. But I mean, it's what you just said, though. It's like, honestly, to me, it's going, okay, what are you guys looking for? Yeah, let's make it a training ground. Let's make it successful for us and for you. And like, let's not be naive to the fact that it's okay. You're not going to be like, you're not loyal to a person anymore. Those times are over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which I think if people know that they are genuinely valued and cared for, and somebody cares about their growth and development, that's servant leadership, right? I'm actually going to come under to lift you up. And however I want to do that because I care about you and your journey, but I have to understand that the employee is the new customer. It's like, I have two customers. One of them is my employees, and I got to serve them well and figure out what they need and what they want and craft solutions that are going to help them. And so there's job satisfaction, there's career growth, there's psychological security, there's professional development, there's friendship, there's trust, there's equality, there is compensation, and there is monetary and non-monetary. I gotta think of all of those things through the lens of what's best for our people.
What does your team value the most out of everything you just said? Like, what does your team value the most from your company, and why do people stay there longer than 2 years?
Well, yes, these are good questions. So one of the things that we actually work through is we do quarterly what do you call it? Anonymous surveys around our culture, right? And we do these quarterly assessments that go out to the whole team, and we can slice and dice all the data, and we can see how we come back, where's strong in our company, what's our strengths and what are our struggles. So our last one, we just got the results that came out, and our biggest strength areas as a company were goal support, so everyone's personal goals feeling supported, co-worker relationships. Say again?
That makes my heart so happy, because that's what
that's good. That's good. And I was happy with this. These are the team coming back, and the other one was co-worker relationships, which is amazing because we're 100% remote. You think, well, relationships is one of our biggest strengths as a company, and then shared values. Those are three of our strengths. The two of the weaker areas, okay, or struggle that we have, and we've really struggled with this, is meaning. Meaning is one of them, and then purpose. Like, this meaning is this: do I every single day, the job that I do is really important to me, is meaningful to me personally. And then purpose, I know why the company exists and what they're trying to establish and how we're going to get there. And I just talked to you all about being really, really clear on these things, is one of the struggles that we have. And so when we dig deeper into that, people saying, well, we help companies with their people strategy, and how is it impacting the world around us? Well, we work with manufacturing companies and tech companies and financial companies and banking companies and construction companies. We do all the industries we serve, and then we're doing some work with not-for-profits. That's really meaningful and purposeful. But some of the stuff like, I'm finding an engineer for this company, or a COO, or a plant manager, or a CFO, but the company's not, it's just not that sexy,
Yeah.
And doesn't feel that meaningful. So what we've been driving really, really hard internally is why we exist, trying to fix this issue, is we want to give $30 million by 2030.
You've attached how their impact is impacting something bigger.
Totally. And I think those are the companies right now who exist for a greater purpose and meaning are the ones who are going to do better for the younger generation. we're recruiters and headhunters, which are salespeople, right? So you've got a whole organization of salespeople. But when I say salespeople, what comes to mind? Often people go, that's sales, total
I
sales.
think of it as a positive. If you believe in what you're selling, the product,
Yeah,
I think you could use that effectively.
totally.
But yeah,
But when I say used car sales, something comes to mind. The word sales people, it's kind of like, okay, they don't shut up and they have an angle.
yeah,
You know, they selfish or whatever. So part of our DNA is we could grow a lot faster in a short sprint. If I let's say I wanted to sell the company in 12 months time, I could hire a certain sales profile of people to get us fast to build revenue fast.
mm-hmm.
It would change our culture. It would be bring in people who are very, very self-motivated for commissions.
Right.
That doesn't fit in our company culture.
Yeah.
So the reason it doesn't fit in our company culture is we have a no a-hole policy defined as if you think you're better than the team as a whole, you're not going to last here. So the second that you think you could have done it better on your own than having a team, that's the quickest way to the exit, because team is way more valuable to us. Remember, like one of the values are
Yeah.
growth and relationships, co-worker relationships and values, because those all come together in this beautiful collage of different. We have a lot of diverse thought and perspective of different upbringing, etc. Probably not in the way that a lot of diversity and inclusion folk would look at our team and go, that's not very diverse, and they're looking outward. We actually have a lot of diverse thought and perspective, which I think is the most valuable.
Totally.
For stimulating growth, innovation, creativity, futuristic thought, and then how we can better serve our communities. It's really important that we have different thoughts and perspectives, but we will not give up on value alignment. So we're very, very clear on our values. They have to flow into your life. So when I say integrity, we actually mean something. We mean to be ethically unwavering, to be honest, and to inspire trust. And if you don't do that, you don't live our values. You need to change or leave. So I think when it comes to the right people in the right seats, is really, really be important on your values.
It's value alignment for sure. How do you guys test? How do you test that internally on your folks?
Yeah, it's a good one. So exactly the same process that we follow internally, we follow for all of our clients, for all of the recruitment we do, which is understanding the whole person. So we say it's the head, the heart, the briefcase. The head are your behaviors and cognitive,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And do they match the expectations of the behaviors for that role? What we've, as a collective team, have said, these are the types of behaviors you'll need to do to kind of live with and behave in professionally. The heart, so the head, the heart is all about value alignment. So we're really clear on those values and we dig into them. So we craft interview questions around our 8 live values to make sure that we're aligned.
Awesome.
And it's how you treat people, basically.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I love it. It's so simple when you think about it. And I think when people overcomplicate it and they go, how do you hire for like value alignment? It's like, it's so much simpler than it really sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's simple if you follow a process. So it's like, I don't know, if you make, I'm not an engineer, but if I was to be an engineer and make and manufacture things, at the end of it, oh my gosh, what a great little design. What an amazing little design this iPhone is. It seems so simple. No, it doesn't seem simple, but some of the things you look at, you just think, oh, wow, so simple. Yeah, it's simple when you follow a process. So you blueprint it, map it out, architect it. Then you put your manufacturing process in place and all of the machines in place to actually build the thing. And then you press go and it produces this whole thing. If you've ever been on an assembly line and seen how all will go through, the machines and the robots put things in the box, they seal it with tape and stick a label on it, it's being shipped off. There's not one person here. It's so simple. Simple if you put a process together. It's simple if you design and architect it, and then you follow that process. When you have all different cooks and hiring with the gladiator hiring, like thumbs up, thumbs down, fit, no fit, all of the things that hiring managers hide behind. Not a culture fit. What do you mean? Well, I'm just not going to fit in my department well. What do you mean by that? Just not like the rest of the team. It's just not going to be the same fit. So like me is your criteria, is what you're saying. And not like me by resume necessarily, like me by we want to hang with the guys, or we want to go for a beer with these people. Hire people you want to go for a beer with. Well, that's a stupid hiring process.
Well, and that's when you get the I call it academic inbreeding. That's when you get that, and you get people stop innovating and thinking for themselves and creating, you know what I mean? That's when you the value alignment. Yeah.
Totally. But so, I mean, I got people on our leadership team, and they know it. The reason they're there is because they think differently than me.